Peace. My name is Kevin Y. I'm one of the Universal Council of the Universal School of Thought. This video is in regard to the GoFundMe account, which is linked to the Universal School of Thought first annual convention, which will be on July the 22nd of 2016. My queen sister Keisha Y posted up in the Facebook group a post regarding a great suggested donation per member of this movement at $4. That's a one-time donation unless you can do more, but the $4 would cover you and one that wouldn't. Let me explain. We have about 2,000 members in this movement, right? That's in the Facebook group. Some of these members aren't there, but out of 2,000 members, if each member was to donate $2, that would be approximately well, what if each member was to donate $4? Then the approximated equation would be the solution, $8,000. $4 per 2,000 members would be $8,000. Our set goal is $7,000. So that goal not only will be met, but if we made $7,000, let's just say we only made our goal at $7,000. What that would include for these 3 days of events, it would include the dance, live performance from a very familiar, in the conscious community, a very familiar group. It will also consist of live lectures from some very familiar individuals within the community that is aware or conscious, whatever terminology you find fit or suitable. But we've already got it lined up. We just can't put it out there to, if we was to make $3,500, I would have no problem disclosing everybody that's gonna be there. But because we haven't gotten anywhere near that bracket, I can't say, yeah, we got Blazoo Blah Wapi and this group that's famous coming out to do the show with us. I can't do that. Because if you putting this money in expecting that to happen and it don't, then my word ain't bond. Our business is not integrity. You know, it's not held together by honor because we've said we're gonna do something and we can't do it. And people don't want to look at the part that they're playing for why it's not being done. So I'm not even going to put us in that type of predicament by making some audible display of who we going to have there. I can tell you this. We're going to have 3 days. The food will be free if we make it to our mark. The dance will be free. The workshops will be free. The brothers that are and the sisters that are coming out to do actual 2-hour lectures or hour lectures, that will be free for you. All of those events will be free if we can make it to our mark. It's already set up, but like, I can't make anybody do anything they don't want to do, especially when it's for our betterment and improvement. When a rapper come to tell shit, we'll spend $40 or more to go see them perform, right? But here it is, we say $4, not 40, $4. For $1 in your wallet or your purse to donate to the GoFundMe account and tell somebody else to do the same. Be like, yo, all we got to do is just get our way there and pay for the room and board. Well, actually just the room, because we got your food covered. for 3 days, 3 meals, no worries. That's what the money's taken care of. The event cost us, shoot, what is it? I think it's like $2,500 to $3,000 alone. So the other remaining money would be covering the food, right? And also pay for the rooms of our special guests, right? That's it. Any money that this movement is going to be making, it's going to be from the jewelry, the clothes being sold, the donations that are made that at the event. Like, yo, y'all did a great job. I'm glad y'all could do this. Y'all on y'all dean, you know, in the little box that help us out. That's great. But we got our own t-shirt. You know, we got our own t-shirt company. We're going to see about actually having everybody that attends this function to have a part in the movie. We're going to do a group picture because we plan on actually shooting footage for a movie. The Universal School of Thought. How we all ended up meeting, coming together, and the projected conclusion of the movie would be us really like making a difference and change in our communities collectively and not just individually with this movement, where whatever religion or practice you belong to doesn't matter. It's about that self-worth, self-esteem, and self-sufficiency. You know, the application of all that was before mentioned. All of that, like in the movie, look, I can't go too much further because until we take care of today, I make no sense out of us talking about all this great stuff that we have coming tomorrow. There's so much that we could be doing. This is fertile soil for us. The problem is that individuals are constricted or confining or limiting themselves to just being in the Facebook group, right? And the Facebook group is only one of the chambers of this movement. There's a lot more to this movement, and a lot of individuals be missing out on it because they don't never go and research some of the other things. You can go on Google and find it out. We're working on our Wikipedia page right now. Also, if you go to our main website, www.universalschoolofthought.org, and you scroll down to the bottom of that home page, you'll see the GoFundMe account attached right there. Underneath that is a donation. The donations will go straight to the Universal School of Thought to pay for stuff like our radio show. That shit cost us. You know, it helps us stay up and running and functioning. And shoot, I mean, in all honesty, let me make this clear. I see cats, they rolling around, they got on you know, the highest price clothes and shoes and stuff like that. I got a job. I work for a living. I went to school to become a licensed barber. And so how I take care of my family is by going to work. What I'm doing with this movement is different than work. My work is when I go to my job and cut hair for sometimes 16 hours. $9 in the morning to 11:30 at night. Stuff like that, right? Opposed to this duty. This duty for me is 24/7. It has become so influential in my life that it has bled into my workplace, where sometimes I be doing the radio shows at Capital City Cuts, the barbershop. No joke. I sure do. Sometimes I can't get out of there in time to go set up for the radio show. And so the shop owner, shout out to Chris Plummer, my man's in there. Crazy as a road lizard in the heat, but he good people, got a good heart. He good people, real talk. And he allows me to use his barbershop for the radio shows, to do live lectures, for interviews. He even has suggested people for our radio show and brought them from, one time he brought a brother from Detroit to come to Richmond to meet with me. And the brother ended up being on our show. Salam alaikum to that brother as well. So this duty that I have taken upon myself to do has interwoven itself into my everyday life. It was already there in how I was living, but as far as the daily vocations and what I have to do in this movement to keep it up, functioning, and drama free, or minimize the bull mess that be going on, like it be middle of the night sometimes. And I'm glad that we got a universal council, and that in our universal council we have individuals that take their duty seriously. They are like me in the regards of they don't have the luxury of taking a vacation from this job. They don't have the luxury of taking time off from making sure the different chambers are getting the water and sunlight that it needs to grow. And I'm thankful for that. Shout out to those Universal Council members. We also have a committee. Shout out to the Universal Committee, because the Universal Committee is a group of individuals that assist us in maintaining the radio show, the website, the topics for our shows, the literature that goes into the Facebook group, moderation, administration of the Facebook group, and many other things. Our Monday night radio shows, they be supportive of that, and we grateful for that. We really are. And our everyday members, like, so these things that I'm mentioning is just some of the areas that you might not even visited in this movement. And that's a shame, because that's exactly how our oppressor keeps us in the confinement that he keeps us. Is that we won't branch off from what we are introduced to. So we won't study anything greater. The greatest thing that I find infecting my people is not the misinformation that we give. It's our inability to go and research. It has nothing to do with somebody tell me. It has everything to do with what I show and prove to myself as actual facts that can be shown and proven in no amount of time. It don't matter what somebody exposed me to. You know how much bullshit is on the internet that people believe because they want research, and then they'll use the same instrument to measure the instrument that's the instrument in question. You can't fix the problem with the same mind that created the problem. So why the hell are you relying or resorting to the same thing to challenge the same thing that's a challenge? That's like I want to challenge the Bible, so I use the Bible to challenge the Bible. I don't believe the Quran, so I'm going to use the Quran to challenge the Quran. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard, and you better think while it's still free.
Sure, I got it all.